Continues, if I'm making a joke and it involves someone's name, I'm not going to make that. What? And it will not be in the final product unless I talk to that person. Huh? They feel good about it because I don't punch down, Reynolds says. Oh, for the love of God. Ryan Reynolds reveals why he soft parents his 4 kids with Blake Lively, but jokes are still spawns of Satan. The father of 4 ensures his children are always in a place of safety so he can make better decisions, he explained. What? Ryan Reynolds says he didn't have soft parenting growing up, but he's glad he does now. The Deadpool and Wolverine star 49 opened up about using gentler parenting strategies with his 4 kids with wife Blake Lively. And what exactly he means by that, while speaking to the Wall Street Journal, Summit in New York on Tuesday, November 18th, asked about whether he thinks the resilience and drive he gained during childhood, which manifests in the dedication to his work. That's soft parenting these days, guys. Manipulating your own child, your daughter, into saying something she's not comfortable in saying by threatening to take the role away from her and give it to someone else. That's soft parenting. Okay. Like, obviously, this is reputation management, blah, blah, blah. He leaked that he gave this whole shit to people. But where's the integrity? I'm so sick of it. Where is the integrity of these platforms to be like, I'm not running this shit? Like, I'm just not running it. Yeah, that's the impression I got too, was his dad was really tough. Yeah, my family was super tough too. And I'm guessing both of us didn't turn out to be like Ryan Reynolds. Asked about whether, okay, we read that. Reynolds first offered a joke, replying, I don't know. He said, it's a worry, God, I'm not fucking them up enough. Soft parenting is new, right? I didn't have that, says Reynolds, before revealing his own philosophies on the matter as it relates to his kids, James 10, Innes 9, Betty 6, and Olin 2. There's not a lot of yelling or punishments or anything like that. Okay. Now I know why this was run. You guys know though, because this channel is smart. You guys are critical thinkers. This is why this was run and why he said that at the summit or whatever he was at, because he just got accused of berating Justin Baldoni for 5 to 6 hours. So he just got accused of berating Justin Baldoni for 5 to 6 hours. And he's got to say, no, there's no yelling or punishment at my house. It's so chill. We're soft parenters. We don't yell. Me yell? What are you talking about? Me? No. Soft parenting. Funny guy, remember? Haha, funny guy Ryan. Funny Canadian. I wouldn't yell. That's what it is. All right. Rather, Reynolds says at the WSJ Summit, gentler parenting allows for kids to feel safe, which he believes leads to better decision making. Having those challenges when you're younger really taught people how to get themselves to a place of safety, he said. Adding that makes people feel like they earned it. But if you're just in a place of safety, you make great decisions, he continued. You really kind of work from a place that isn't fight or flight. You actually get to be thoughtful and you get to think about everybody in the room. Ryan Reynolds, are you in my fucking Radical Happiness membership? Are you there? Because this is what I've been talking about for just over a week. Are you there? Are you watching my content around that? And I shit you not. I have another podcast. When I told you guys at the beginning, remember I said that your growth in life is based on your nervous system? This is what I was talking about. Ryan, are you in my Radical Happiness movement? What is happening? I feel like I'm in the Upside Down or something. I'm not even kidding. This is the stuff I've been talking about recently. I mean, he's right. This is correct that you can only be in a creative space, make the right decisions, be open to solutions from a place of safety, being in rest and digest within your nervous system. That is literally the episode that's going up in the private podcast today. And what I've been talking about for the last week, and what I've promised that you guys will get an episode on over there. I mean, he's not wrong. but it's just such bullshit coming from him. I'm sure Justin didn't feel safe when he was being berated for 5 to 6 hours. Yeah, Annie. I'm sure his system was put into some kind of fight or flight or freeze. I think he talked about feeling frozen. So it seems like he went into like a freeze response in that situation, which who wouldn't? This is reputation management after headlines came out about Ryan Reynolds berating Justin Baldoni. Loki's stalking because he can't afford Ashley. Yeah. And you know what the funny thing about all of this is in that article we talked about yesterday, the Medium article about him exploiting that photographer, he admits that he uses social listening tools to track his name. So he does see everything people are saying about him. He 100% follows people. He continues, if I'm making a joke and it involves someone's name, I'm not going to make that. What? And it will not be in the final product unless I talk to that person. Huh? They feel good about it because I don't punch down, Reynolds says. Oh, for the love of God. So I wonder if he asked, and this is in response. Do you remember the line of questioning that Blake Lively's team used with Justin Baldoni in the transcripts that were unsealed? Y'all, he's so predictable. They are so predictable. The line of questioning that his team, him and Blake's team had with Justin Baldoni was, but did you ask people's permission? Like your girlfriend in high school, did you ask her permission before telling the story of you feeling uncomfortable with her and you being SA'd? And Justin was like, I didn't know I had to ask for her permission. And then they asked about the producer, director, or someone that made him feel uncomfortable in the hot tub. And apparently he had talked about it. And Blake and Ryan's side, their lawyers go, well, did you ask for permission before you went forward with that? And now Ryan, after those transcripts are released, goes to the Wall Street Journal Summit and says, I always ask permission to do things. So he's addressed the berating because we did have headlines around that. Remember, that is what I said her team was working on pushing down when they flooded the zone with the bar scene and alleging that Justin had said, I didn't go to the harassment meeting. So they were doing flood the zone to push down the articles that said he, Ryan Reynolds, berated Justin Baldoni for 6 hours. So he addresses that and then not just addresses it in the Wall Street Journal, but they take, because People Magazine wasn't listening to his whole interview for the Wall Street Journal. So his team, he went with a script. This is what you have to hit those points, took those points that are relevant to the bad headlines he's been getting and puts them in this article. I am furious right now. So he says, no, I don't yell at my kids. To deal with the articles, the bad articles, that position him as someone that berated Justin Baldoni for 6 hours. And then he says, I always ask people's permission as a direct response. You will not convince me otherwise. A direct response to their team beating down Justin Baldoni over, but you didn't ask permission. You didn't ask for permission. Why didn't you ask for permission? You talked about this without asking for permission. Do you want to be on the camera? Is that what you're going on about? There you go. It's the Annie and Ashley show. Your name first. You're a ham. That being said, the Wrexham AFC co-owner then joked there are still plenty of challenges that arise. And I think my kids feel safe, he said. Are they still like spawns of Satan? Yes. Am I calling myself the Satan this moment? Yes, but they are. Okay, Ryan, whatever. And he adds, they're still kids. Wow. Look at this. The proposal actor has previously opened up about learning leaning into gentler parenting strategies with his young kids, and particularly how different that looks from his own upbringing. He loves to talk about how hard his upbringing was. Ryan, I would only be leaning into that if you were actually doing good things now. Like, lean into that if you're doing good things. Like Justin, he turns his wisdom, he turns the things he struggled with into a way to help other people. But to have the audacity to sit here and continually talk about your hard upbringing while you are exploiting young, well, mid late 20s, but still, the photographer, you're exploiting your celebrity to get free shit. You're a multi-millionaire, what you're estimated about 400 million plus, and you continually don't have an advertising budget. Go to Canva. Get a $16 per month Canva membership, Ryan Reynolds, and use the stock photos there. Stop exploiting people. You exploit your own daughter. You have a toxic workplace, it seems like, where, again, you have your staff, which we saw yesterday, send completely inappropriate, hey girl, you up type messages to a photographer to exploit her, to give you free shit. Like, what? I could go on and on and on. Nice pool. Did you ask Justin's permission to use him as nice pool, to make fun of him for cafe gratitude, to make fun of him for the man bun? Did you ask if it was okay if you offed him in front of the flower store in the movie? Did you ask his permission for that? Yeah. And he goes, yeah. Yeah, mom. You tell him. We watching the screen? So, Ryan, unless you actually want to do good in this world, maybe take a seat on continuously bringing up how fucking hard your childhood was. No one gives a shit because all you're doing is causing trauma and pain for other people. And I don't believe that there's this gentle parenting shit going on in your household. It's a load of crap for headlines that reputation launder because you got some bad headlines recently. So you're trying to reputation launder and be like, but look at how good of a guy I am. I gentle parent. I'm the healing generational trauma is the new wealth. Am I right? That's what Ryan Reynolds is running with right now. Maybe he's also creeping the holistic psychologist on IG. Love her, by the way. Great account to follow on Instagram. Maybe he's even creeping her and being like, the new wealth in life is generational healing. So I'm really putting this foot forward to like the trauma ends with me. The trauma ends with me. So I gentle parent my kids. I don't yell. What a fucking psycho. It says last fall, while speaking at HubSpot's Inbound Tech Conference in Boston, the father of four revealed that he took a workshop on conflict resolution that changed my entire life. So he's got to remind everybody, I couldn't scream. I dealt with my anger. I went to conflict resolution. You need an exorcism, Ryan. That's what you need. And lifelong therapy, my friend. Lifelong therapy. I'm not even going to charge you for that advice. A fucking workshop, you want to say, it's like this is someone that is spreading their trauma all over the fucking world, ruining people's lives, and they're like, I went to UPW with Tony Robbins. All right. Congratulations. You went to a workshop with Tony Robbins. It's a fucking fabulous workshop. It's an incredible 3 days. It will potentially change your life if you take the tools and implement them. But you want us to think that because you went to a conflict resolution workshop that you're a changed man when all of your behavior proves otherwise? He says, I just didn't know how to process things that I felt. You still don't, because I had a scarcity mindset when I was younger. Sorry, I'm dead, guys. I can't continue. Yeah, Annie. What? I just can't. I'm sorry. I feel like Ryan just went to UPW. Like he went and Unleash the Power Within or something, and he's stealing from Tony Robbins now. He's trying to be the new fucking Tony Robbins. Maybe he's mad that Tony Robbins picked Matthew McConaughey to be, you know, a part of the Tony Robbins universe. And he's trying to get a foot in to, oh, for the love of God. I have to be careful. Words are powerful. Words are spells. I do not want to put it into the universe. I do not want us to accidentally add, oh God, we're going to end up on the timeline where Ryan Reynolds is at a UPW or part of the Tony Robbins universe. I take that back. I take that back. Please no. Please, God, spirits, angels, unhear what I just said. I love Tony Robbins, and I do not want Ryan to curse one of the things that is sacred to me and has changed my life. Please, God, hear me. Please, universe, hear me. Amen. Oh, he can go on Jay Shetty. Jay Shetty's sketchy as fuck. He can go over there. That's fine. He continues. Parents today are so different. We're so soft. I don't yell. I grew up with it was nuts. Stop talking about your childhood, Ryan. No one wants to hear it. It was an improvised militia, he joked at the conference, later adding that now it's like I can go look at all my resources for parenting and remind myself how to be perfectly compassionate. Annie, stop changing things. Get off my keyboard. Perfectly compassionate. So what do you guys think? I'm literally sweating. That is some wild shit. Now I do have to watch the whole interview. But I mean, he pulled out the parts that are relevant on, you know, what he wants us to know about how fantastic he is, how amazing he is. He doesn't yell. He's all about safety. He's a soft parent. He's so good, guys. He worries that he's not screwing the kids up enough. He's like, oh my gosh, I am so easy on my kids that sometimes I worry, you know, are they getting enough, you know, trouble for things? Am I being tough enough on them? No yelling, no punishments. He's gone to anger management. Hi, Annie. I know you love watching yourself in the screen or on the TV or whatever this is. Yeah, Annie's like, can we just move on? Sick of Ryan. All right, well, there you go, guys. Ryan's a saint. He wants everyone to feel safe. He doesn't punch down. He always asks people's permission before he puts anything out, unlike Justin, remember? I'm not like Justin, that guy that doesn't ask people's permission before he runs to the news to talk about sensitive stuff. No. I ask permission. I would love to see where that permission came from for, whatchamacallit, Nice Pool, Ryan. This is a level of craziness. Like, they just keep, I am sweating. They just keep shocking me with the levels they go to. And then, yeah, he doesn't punch down. And it's all operating from a place of abundance and not scarcity. What workshop did Ryan just go to? Yeah. Or he had like a list of words that he had to hit during this. This is wild. This is, don't you dare chew on my mic. It's already ruined. Look at all the bite pieces out of it. Yeah, it looks so unprofessional. Look at that. Yeah. All right. I can't even believe this. What I found, nobody wants to hear it.